Động lực là
Children possess that natural inner drive. They're self-motivated, dedicated, and urge for novelties. But wait, what happened during the course of someone's life that makes them lose all that motivation? Hi, the Lonely Buccaneer here. In this video, we're discussing the evolution of motivation and how to create a motivating work environment. Ideas inspired by the book Drive by Daniel Pink. In our society, we're always confronted with the ideas that if you want people to perform better, you give them a bigger reward. However, science has proven over and over again that only simple and straightforward tasks, higher incentive, leads to higher performance. But when a task requires even rudimentary cognitive skills such as conceptual and creative thinking, reward leads to poor performance. So, why do business still rely on this kind of reward system? If it destroys motivation, diminish performance, crush creativity, crowd out good behavior, and encourage shortcut or short-term thinking. Okay, to understand that, we must go back a few centuries, when people began to converge to the cities, and when there were growing needs for workforce. Since at that time, tasks were mostly straightforward, like the Ford linear production chain, relying on extrinsic motivation by rewarding people for desired behavior and punishing them for undesirable one seems like the logical outcome to increase productivity. By harnessing the power of the stick and the carrot, it has enabled mankind to leap forward, going through industrial revolution and make many technological development. And that's why most companies are still rooted with the thinking that when it comes to motivating their employee, the only important factor is to use reward or sanction. This type of thinking takes for granted that the employee have no enthusiasm for their job and will try to do less as possible if no one gives them direction, which is often not the case. So, how do we create a motivating work environment? Creating motivation for a routine task is often more simple than we think. We can start by acknowledging that the task is boring, explaining why it's important, and let people choose the way they want to accomplish it. The point here is to think autonomy and not control. However, when the task is mostly creative and conceptual, the approach has to be a bit different. And of course, an adequate remuneration is required to take the money issue off the table. And when money is off the table, we want to create an environment that encourages autonomy, mastery, and purpose. People are more inner-driven than we think. I believe that creating the right environment will allow us to awaken that inner child in each of us as we seek enjoyment, achievement, and personal growth. Seeing human as resource is so outdated. And that's why I believe that we should encourage people to be self-directed by creating an environment that pushes people to choose what they do and how they do it, when they do it, and with whom they do it with. I can't help but think about the time that I was paddling with a club of over 100 people. We had no formal structure except for a coach, and all the boat rentals competition we attend and objectives were fixed by a few delegated teammates. These people were not managers, they were friends that we trusted to take decisions and represent us. They were there because they wanted to assist and watch over the well-being of the club. That's what I think really made a huge difference in our team, as everybody felt that each decision as their own. It was also very amazing to see people pushing each other to lose weight, beat their own time, and have fun. Now imagine every office job, not just Google or Amazon, offers the kind of work environment where people feel in control, strive for mastery, and work for a purpose. Let's recap. Using the stick and the carrot is outdated. It's time that we work on creating the new generation of work environment, an environment that we focus on autonomy and not control. By letting people choose their task, their time, their teammates, and their way, a place that encourages inner-driven people to accomplish their best work. The verdict. This book has taught me a lot about myself and my inner drive. Also, the second section provides an excellent toolkit to assess personal motivation. So for more insight, check out the book.